Good morning, good morning. So I woke up this morning out of a dream that gave me a good idea for another type of video I can do on my JPay Productions YouTube channel. Get ready, because this is year 6 of daily vlogging. So we all know that there are movies and TV shows that unfortunately are not as good as they should be. Whether it's because of, well, I would be looking at it from a writing standpoint. And so I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do videos kind of discussing what I would do to, of an episode, what I would do to change an episode of a TV show, or what I would do to like adjust a film to improve it. And for some TV shows, let's say if like dialogue is really bad, like maybe I'd even, rewrite part of a scene to like show like what style I'd be going for, like how I would make it sound more realistic. So just because reaction type of videos and things like that are still pretty popular on YouTube. And I don't think there's exactly a type of reaction thing out there like that. So yeah. I thought I would probably start with Riverdale, an episode of Riverdale, because that poor show, those poor actors on that show are so talented and have so much potential, and the producers and the writers' room just want to screw them over about everything just because they want the money, they want the shock factor, they want whatever. And I'm like, you have turned this show into a joke. And it's so sad because the first and second season were pretty solid. And these actors have been on this show for years now. And it just gets worse. And I'm like, I feel so bad. So anyway, probably that's what I'd start with. But anyway, I was just really happy about that idea because I like that idea. So yes. Anyway, I just called Publix because I need my prescription refilled, and the app was making me think that it maybe didn't go through, and I think it didn't go through, so I was glad that I called, and she said she should be able to have it ready for me in like an hour or so, which is great. There's an estate sale over closer to where I used to live that I think I'm going to go to. I'm also going to take a very dangerous side trip and go to Barnes & Noble because they currently have what they call their book haul event going on, which is where they have 50% off, like an insane amount of hardcover books in the store. And yeah, I figure I might go check that out and maybe grab one or two. But yeah, so I'll do that, and then I need to pick up the prescription. So was just trying to think of like, what are, neither of those two things are necessary outings, but that way I'm not just driving to Publix just to get a prescription. Also, this it's already 3 minutes long. Oh my God.
So I have to admit, I'm not super impressed. So I decided not to go to the estate sale. I was like, we don't need to do that. But I did go to Barnes & Noble to check out their sale. And I will say, I was not super impressed with their book haul 50% off young adult selection. I got All the Best Liars and Survive the Dome. But then I also got All of Us Villains, which was not 50% off, but I've heard great things about the book, and it itself sounds really interesting to me. Now I'm heading to Publix to go pick up my prescription.
I'm so excited. I'm home now, and I just qualified for another taste test, so I get to do that on the 25th, and it seems like it will be some sweet treats. Based on the questions, it's going to be sweet, and I'm excited. And I'll get paid, I think, $45 for it, and it'll be for like an hour. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that right now it's like I qualify for like one a month. So at least there's that going on. I mean, this month I'll have done, and there might even be another one that pops up, in between now and then. But I just did the one a few days ago, and then I'll get to do that one on the 25th. Okay, so somehow I missed that by working today, for work, it's not my normal 5 to 9 p.m. No, I actually start at 4
And not only that, but I'm pretty sure I work until 11 p.m. tonight. I don't know how. I didn't see because I'm just 11? No, not 11. I'm on until 1. I am on until 1 in the morning. This is so hard to explain to someone who is not autistic, because I called my parents immediately and I just was trying to explain that this isn't anxiety. It's when a plan is changed and there's nothing you can do. It's just the worst. This is awful. The worst part is too, I just feel like such a weak link. Such a weak link and part of the team. I hate that. Because I don't want them to see me that way. And I hate, and I'm so mad at myself that I missed it and that this caught me off guard. Even though I didn't know to look for it. But it's so hard to just be able to adjust and then have to, it's so hard to put into words. And just feeling like a burden on top of it is so much worse. I literally felt like how I did with the fleas. I mean, I literally just hyperventilated for like 15 minutes, and I am just trying so hard to get oxygen back to my brain. I mean, it helps that I know that my boss, I call her my boss because she's the person I kind of always report to. Like, she is supportive, and you know, she even was kind enough to offer, like, if it's gonna be too much, just take tonight off. And I was like, no, I will not do that, because I made a commitment. Even if I didn't fully understand the commitment, I made the commitment, and I will be here and I will do it. And I'm excited to write about it. It's just, God, it's so hard to completely adjust your whole brain thing. Okay. I've calmed down. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. I mean, it makes sense that the party, you know, that we're on until 1, because the party, that's how long the party goes. It just, yeah, I mean, it's really, really difficult. So I'm not even going to try, but it's really, really difficult to describe what a sudden change like that does to my brain. It's like, I mean, fire, just absolute chaos breaks out. And I have to let myself go through those emotions in order to even get past it. Like, I can't force myself to work until it's ready, because my logic will not come out until the emotional side is past. So I felt so bad that I was wasting so much time, because, you know, I felt like such a burden, and I was like, I feel like I'm letting them down, and like, why is this happening to me, right? Like, why can I not just react normally? And I just, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Now too, it's like, they don't even have me on the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party stuff. The first 2 posts were, but now I'm not, which, like, I understand, because, like, I had a mental breakdown at the beginning of today. So I understand, but I guess it would be more like, I'm surprised they didn't take me off of those beginning posts, so they weren't waiting on me, instead of doing it the other way around. So having me do these posts that have nothing to do with it,
I mean, these posts still need to go up today, but these would have been the posts that I would have been doing normally. And we have like 5 or 6 writers on for the evening until 1 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know how these nights normally go. I don't know how much news normally happens. We'll see. Sorry, my shirt looks gross right there. Fortunately, I had enough time to eat the food that I ordered. The sad part is the food was not phenomenal because I asked for flour tortillas and they clearly gave me corn, and I asked for the onions to be left off and they left the onions on, and I asked if they could double up rice instead of rice and beans and they didn't do that either. But it's fine. I paid $30 for it to be delivered, but that's okay. And I only did it because I was like, I need something filling. Like, I need something that is going to give me nutritional value. So was that the greatest decision? I don't really know. Maybe tacos aren't the greatest decision. But the meat, hey, at least that's protein right there, right? So anyway, I got a bit of a reprieve while I was doing that because the only 2 things on the pipe for me were to upload photos, but the photos weren't there yet, so I just kept an eye out. And now I'm waiting to see if this other post that I'm put on is here. It is 9 p.m. right now. This is when I would normally be getting off work. But I have another 4 hours. Wait, why do I feel like I did that math totally wrong? Hang on. No, I did, because I did do it wrong. No, I didn't do it wrong. I was like, wait, if I have 4 hours left, then it is an 8-hour shift, not a 9. No, because they had me start at 4, even though the first 40 minutes I wasn't working, so I'm not counting that on my timesheet, because that wouldn't be fair. Because I was having my emotional breakdown. Anyway, right now, I can't do anything right now, because I'm waiting for pictures, and there's nothing else on here right now for me to do, so I'm happy with it, though. Like, I don't know if our person is purposefully taking it a little easier on me because of what happened, which I feel so bad that it did, because I don't want, like, I feel awful being, as I said, I feel like such the weak link. But if that's the case, I am grateful for it. I'm gonna break my own vlogging rules here a little bit. It is only 9:12, but I'm gonna end this vlog here because I know it's very long and it's gonna take a little bit to upload anyway. So I'm gonna pick this up where I leave off for the next vlog. So it's not technically the next day, but whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.